everyone. I thought we would start something a little bit different. This is from Worlds of Wonder by Johanna Basford, and we have this double page spread of a sort of seascapey type ribbon design, and I thought we would approach it in the way we did the flower ribbon in World of Flowers, which you may or may not have seen. And the idea is to just do a little tiny bit each day. Coming in quite close, I'm going to take us to the very bottom of the left hand side. So the idea is to do a little bit each day and just slowly build up the page. We'll just do the left for this series, and then we'll do another series for the right, maybe with a little bit of a break in between with a few other things. I haven't quite decided yet. So I'm going to do sort of some of this today in just a short video using my Staedtler Design Journey pencils, just because we need something to get into these small spaces. I'm actually going to start with these grassy bits here. I'm going to use number 5 for the bottom, and I'm just going to look, this bit here I think is the base of one of them. I'm going to ignore these big leaves just for the moment, and then what I'm going to do is just taper that off like that, because although it's fine-ish work, we can put a couple of colours in here like that. And then looking on this bit, these bases don't go anywhere, so it's just, I mean, this is the base of this, so we need to put this colour in it all, but a little bit darker there. That is the base of that one. It's just untangling the tangles. So I hope everyone's well and been doing a bit of colouring, or at least some sort of relaxation. It's so important for our mental health to do something fun. This is number 50, and we're going to do the tips, but what we're going to do is actually start at the base and just work our way all the way along. You can fade your 50 a little bit as you get towards the tip if you want to. I just got a bit of a broken nail, it's distracting me there. Yeah, I tend to, as well as colouring for relaxation, I tend to use a bit of meditation. And I try to make sure that my lifestyle is as relaxed as possible. Now that isn't easy, but what I do is I try to make sure that I get enough sleep. I know that's not always easy either. We've missed this one. I'm just going to grab the number 5 and just do the base of this one. Yes, try to make sure, so I have a good sort of sleep routine which helps. So I think having a sort of routine to your day really helps. So yeah, I try and get enough sleep. I try to have a walk. I'm now trying to have a walk most days, which I find is helpful both for sleep and just general health. I'm lucky because I live in an area that's pretty, so I can go for a pretty walk. I know that's not possible for everyone. Now this large leaf here, I think we use a totally different shade of green, so that yeah, so it stands out from behind the others. So we're going to start with this 579. It's a sort of dark olive, I think. That might be what it's called. I'm not looking up the names today. I'm just colouring. It slows me down, and this is a short video. There is a I have a name chart on my Ko-fi, so you can go and grab that if you want to look up the names. If they're written on the pencils, I would say them, and of course I realise I could write them on, you know, a sticker and stick it on, but no. I don't like the idea of when it gets short it'll go in the sharpener or rub on my hand. So we've got a little bit there, and then I'm going to go a bit lighter with our 57. So I'm going to go right over this bit, and it helps it to blend in a little bit better. And then just take that colour a little bit further up our leaf. Now the next leaf here, this one, which we'll be doing in a minute, You could do it the same sort of colours if you wanted, because it looks a sort of similar shape, but the veins on it are drawn in a completely different manner, so I'm not going to do it the same way. I've got, whoops, my pencil decided to fall down. This is 56, which is a slightly more yellow version of the 57, slightly lighter. It's nice and warm, so I'm going to go over all of it again, and it will warm up, intensify what we've done already, which is nice. Not sure what to do with the back. I think I've got an idea. Let's just finish this bit first. So let's do that. Now with this back bit that's curled, I'm going to put a light layer. I'm not pressing very hard, just a light layer here, and I'm going to just put a little bit more intensity on that tip and that base, like that. But I'm going to do another colour. I'm going to grab this colour. This is the light ochre. It's 17. Oh, I don't know why I looked the name up. I said I wasn't going to. And you can see it's quite warm, yellowy, bright. So we're going to add that in. And there we go. Now, where these are all overlapping and things, we could put shadow. See, under here, you could put a little line of shadow to just show that this leaf is shadowing on there. I can show you. What should we use? What's this colour? Yeah, we'll use the 55. It's so dark, you can see it's darker. What you can do is just go along this edge, almost on top of the black line. It's not on the right. It's not as dark as I thought, but it's okay. Like that, and create what looks like a bit of a shadow. I think I messed that up really. This looks a bit rubbish. I don't think that's very good. I'm going to erase it. I'm sorry for those of you that covered along. I could erase it and then cut that bit out, but I think it's quite important to show you that we all make mistakes. We can just erase back that layer fairly well. It's not going to be perfect. There we go. What we actually need, I think, is a black. So our black is 9. And what I'm going to do is try to show you without blocking your view along the edge here. Just lightly extend the line. It's there already. There we go, that's it. Now you can put a little bit here, on this one, and here, like this, if you want to. You don't have to put this in at all. It's completely up to you. There we go. Okay, now let's do this next leaf here. Now, as I said, I'm not going to be doing it in the same colours. I decided I might do it more in bluey greens. So I'm just looking what we've got. Yeah, I'm going to use this one first, 38. Okay. I am actually going to ignore the markings on the leaf. I'm going to do that all the way through and just ignore them. Sometimes I feel it's a bit disrespectful to Johanna to just completely ignore what she's drawn on there, but actually we can see it through what we've coloured, so I think it's fine. So I'm just reducing the layers up here so it's a bit paler, like that. And then I am going to use, what colour is that? I think this is what I'm looking for. Yes, 551. I'm going to go over the top of this because it's quite bluey. I think if I go over the top of this, which is a green, it might just tone it down a little bit, make it look a little bit more greeny. But I still want it to look bluey green, so I'm happy with the, just not too bright. Here we go. So I've been reading the news a little bit today. I try to avoid reading the really depressing stuff, but I was reading about the Eurovision Song Contest, which I had mentioned I was watching. This is 5:50. We're going to go over the whole thing with this one. And there was sort of speculation, what can the UK do to win? You know, we haven't won for a long time. And I have my own theory for how to win, and that's that what I've noticed is that the songs that win the phone vote, I'm not going to explain the voting, there's jury votes and phone votes, it's all very complicated. I've noticed that they are all so catchy, you know, the tunes themselves. I'm going to do this one. The tunes are so catchy that by the time the song has played through, I'm going to use this colour, 72. I think I want this sort of brownish tones to this one. You see, I'm looking at these and thinking, are these gaps or do we fill them in? Well, these stems go behind, we can't see them, and this stem does too. So these are there, they're not gaps. So we're going to go, I think, take this and sort of fade it up towards the middle. And I'm going to do the same on each of these. So take it a bit darker here and then fade it towards the middle. I think that's what I'm going to do. It doesn't really matter how you colour it. Yeah, I think that the really good songs, by the time they get to the second chorus, the crowd are singing along. You know, they know it. They have, it's so catchy. And I think that is so important for a tune. Yeah, it's nice to be able to sing along, dance along, know what's going on, that sort of thing. But there are other reasons too. I have some other theories which I'm not going to share. But that's my sort of main thought, you know. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a nice birthday treat to watch it. It might be on my birthday next year actually, because yeah, that would be fun. I'd enjoy that a lot. This is 722. Trying to read it. It's small. Like I did with our other leaf, I'm going to go over the top of what I've done. We're sort of in orangey red territory, you know. But I'm thinking this looks to me like seaweed, maybe. I mean, you know, we're underwater, it could be anything. But for me, a seaweed is usually not just green. You know, we have a sort of mix of colours, and it also makes our picture look a bit more interesting if all of our leaf shapes or things aren't just green. And probably do this one green, but just sort of mix it up a little bit. Now these grasses here, we've got more grasses up here, and I'm just thinking as I'm colouring here whether I should do those the same or not. To be honest, I don't really know, and maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I'll just leave that for worry for future me, as my children put it. Oh, I'll leave that to future me to worry about. I mean, it's quite a good attitude in a way, because it stops you I mean, when you're colouring it's fine, it's not stressful, but what I mean is in some situations, if you're starting to worry about something, just don't. I mean, it's easy to say though, isn't it? I mean, you can leave future me to worry about what you're going to cook for tea, but you don't want to leave future me to worry about something that's really important. So, we're going to do something with these in a minute. I'm just going to finish this off first. I'm just trying to choose the colour. I think I'm going to do this. This is our 222, going quite light. I think it might work. I'm just going to go over the top of everything with this and trying to sort of blend it together. And then, as I say, we'll do something with those. Maybe those circles on the centre too, these. But just going over all of it really in this one. then we can, oh, then we can think about those circles. I want something a little bit darker. I think I'll go for this darker red. I was sort of trying to decide whether to go for a brown or a red. I think I'll go for this reddish colour. This is 260. I think it's called red brown actually. And what I want to do is just go around the inside of these a bit. It's not that much darker. Just to make it look like it might be dipped in a bit. Is that working? Yeah, a little bit. It's quite tricky with the harder pencils to actually get them to be intense enough, but also, you know, I don't want to push down too hard on the paper and dent it in, because whatever's on the back, I don't want teardrop shaped dents behind. It's on the back. Oh, it's a nice house. Oh yeah, we've done that house in the planner. I was going to have a look to check this wasn't in the planner before doing it, and I haven't, so I might have to check after and scrap the video if we've got to do it in the planner. But I don't think so. I think I can remember what's in the planner, because I checked through the other day. I got scared myself looking at some of the pictures in the planner. I'm pretty sure that shows up enough for my liking. Let's go dark, 77. Oh, his desk is nice and cool on my arms. In the winter I find it quite cold, but it's hot. It's not, it's much cooler today. It's 8 degrees colder today than yesterday. It's a huge difference. But I'm still feeling a bit warm. But I've not long been out, and it was a nice cool breeze out, and it was raining. Lovely cooling rain. And so coming back in here is a bit warm, a bit stuffy. Yeah, I could open the window. It's actually, I don't know if I can even reach the window. It's beyond my tripod. I'd have to stand on my chair. I don't think that's a very sensible idea. Right, we're just going to do this leaf, and then we're going to leave it for today. I think I am going to go for greens for this one. Just looking at what I've got. I'm going to mix it up again. I can start with this one. This is 19. I think this is an ochre. But anyway, yeah. But we're going to move on to green after, but just make it sort of darker. I used to always sort of follow Johanna's outlines and things, but I'm not going to do that today. Okay, that's all for that one, not a lot. And then on to number 52. So I'm holding that out of shot. And over the top of what we've done already. Help to blend it in. Just trying to spread it up a little. And then I've got a light one to finish. Oops. This one. This is number 53. Now, many of you may not have this set of pencils. I think I've got a comparison chart for this and other brands, so you can colour along with that if you need to. If you don't have this set, or just do your own matches. Some people do. There we go. Now we did a bit of shadow here and on these. I could do it here and here and here. But to be honest, I don't know if I want to keep doing shadow all the time, but I just want to leave it colourful. I think it'll look odd if I don't know, won't it? So I'll grab number 9. I think we might just do all our shadows in black. So just below here and in here. Oops, that's like my dryer has finished. Just trying to get the sheets dry. We're washing them a day late. It's Monday today, recording this, because we were out yesterday. don't even know if that really shows, but it's done now. So let's just try and pop that in the middle. There we go. Oh, the book wants to move. There we are. So there's our first little bit, just nice and simple. And I'll be back for the next instalment tomorrow and do a little bit more and just slowly work through it and just have some fun playing around with different colour combinations. So I hope that you have a really super day. Thank you for watching today, and hopefully you'll be back tomorrow. But until then, have a super time and happy colouring.